Hey, I'm Stian, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own online store from scratch. Your website will look like this, and I'm going to teach you how to set it up step by step. You'll be able to accept payments online, add your own logo, images, pages, and products, and the website will also be 100% mobile friendly. So people will be able to view your products, add to cart, view the cart, check out, and pay online. And at the end, you'll not only be able to start selling online, you'll also know how to manage your website and save thousands of dollars by building it yourself. We'll add a contact page with a contact form, and I'm also going to show you how to create coupons. Everything you need to know is going to be explained, and it's all going to be really simple to do. You don't need any coding or prior experience, so just follow along with me step by step. I'll also be available to answer any questions, so if anything comes up, just ask in the comments section. So let's get started. We'll build the website using WordPress and WooCommerce. WordPress is free, it's the easiest and most powerful website builder available, and it powers about 40% of the world's websites. You need two things to start a website: a domain name and website hosting. The domain name is the address of your website that people will type into the browser URL bar to visit your website. So basically, if your website was a house, then your domain name would be its address. For example, the domain name of Google is google.com. And website hosting is the place where your website files are stored. All websites need an actual place where they live. A way to think about it is, if the domain name was the address of your house, then web hosting is the actual house that the address points to. So the first step in this video is to set up your website hosting account, and I'm going to show you exactly how to open your account and what package to choose. I recommend using Cloudways hosting, and for a free 3-day trial, click on the link below this video or visit influxonline.net/hosting, and this page will open up. So the reason I recommend Cloudways is that since 2013, I've tried many different low-cost web hosts, and for only $10 a month, Cloudways is by far the best and most reliable. They have WordPress optimized servers, so your website always runs super fast. They offer automatic daily backups, and they have excellent support. So if anything should go wrong, you can get in touch with them and they'll be able to help you within minutes. So let's get started by clicking Get Started Free. Now on this page, you'll create your account. So go ahead and enter your details. You don't have to answer these questions. And for a 20% discount on your first payment, enter the promo code INFLUX. Click Agree and click Start Free. Okay, so your account is now created, but before we can set up the server, you need to verify your account. So go to your email inbox. You'll see an email from Cloudways. And then in the email, click Activate Account. Okay, so if you see this message, it means that your account has been verified. Next, we need to set up the application and server details. So first is the application, that is your website. Over here, you can leave it on the first option. Your application name, you can name this your website name. For this example, I'm going to call it my website. Your server name, whatever you want. I'll just call it my server. And again, your project, my website. Okay, next is selecting the server. You can leave it on DigitalOcean. Server size, move that down to 1 GB. That's more than enough space for an e-commerce site. And then server location. Now you want to have your server location closest to where your website visitors are from. So for example, if your website visitors are mostly from Europe, you can select Amsterdam or Frankfurt. I'll select Amsterdam. You'll see the monthly price is down to $10 per month. And to start your free 3-day trial, you can select Launch Now. Great, so you've created your Cloudways account. We set up your server. You can actually see it's being added here. And your 3-day trial is now started. So one thing you need to do within the next 3 days is upgrade your account. Otherwise, you'll lose the work that we do in the next 3 days. So to upgrade your account, click on this button here that says Upgrade My Account. On this page, add your billing information and click Authorize. I'll do that now. Okay, now that we have the hosting set up, next step is to register your domain. So your domain is the address that people will type in to visit your website. Now, maybe you already have a domain. That's no problem. You don't have to do this step. But if you don't have one yet, let's go to ionos.com to set one up. Registering your domain is actually very simple. All you need to do is on the ionos.com homepage, in the search box over here, search the domain that you want or the domain that you had in mind. So for this tutorial, I'm going to try see if this domain is available, influxnow.com. Okay, I'll click check to see. Okay, great. So this domain is available. If your domain was not available, they'll have these recommendations at the bottom for the same domain with different extensions. But otherwise, you can also try another search, maybe a slight variation in the domain that you wanted. Now, over here, you'll see the prices. Actually, see this one is $1 for the first year. So for this tutorial, we're just going to use this one. So click, choose the one you want, click Add to Cart. Usually they'll have some upsells for you. You don't have to take any upsells, just click Continue at the bottom. And there's some more upsells over here. Just click Domain Only. Your shopping cart, click Domain. Click Only, click Continue. We're a new customer, so click on Create New Account. Now over here, we just need to add our billing information and all other information to create the account. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, when all the details are filled in, click Continue to Payment Options. You can use your credit card or PayPal. I'll use my credit card. And once you've entered all your details, click Continue to Order Review. Check if all your information is correct. Everything seems to be correct. And then click Order Now. So the domain is now registered, so let's log into your Ionos account. Okay, it's going to confirm that you're not a robot. Okay, so when you log into your Ionos account, first you'll see this red notification here, confirmation of your contact details required. So you just need to go into your email inbox and verify your contact details. So I see I've got some messages from Ionos here about my order, but confirm your email address. I'll click on this one and I'll click Confirm Email Address. And then on this page, click I confirm the email address. Okay, so let's go back to this page, click refresh. Great, so now we can use the domain. Now there's one last thing that we need to do before we can actually start building this website, and that is to make your domain point to your website server. And how we do this is we just add a few A records to your domain's settings. So firstly, what we need to do is we need to go back to your Cloudways account. And over here, you'll see My Server, and you just click on My Server. And what we want to do is we want to take the public IP, this IP address. So it says click to copy, so just click it, it will copy it. Then you go to back to your Ionos account, to your domain, you'll see this page, and you click on this little gear icon, and over here you'll see this tab that says DNS. So on this page you'll see a whole bunch of settings, and all we need to do is look for this single A with the @ and click on edit record. This IP address that's here already, we just need to replace it with the one that we just copied. So I just pasted it there, click save. Alright, so here we can see the changes has successfully been saved. If we go down, you'll see this the A record with the @ and this is the IP address that we just pasted. And there's a second A record with a www, and you'll see that this one's also been updated. And one last thing that we need to do is we need to delete these AAAA records. They might interfere. So just click on this delete record button. Delete. And the second one as well, right at the bottom. Okay, great. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and start building our site. Now we can at last log into our website and start building it and add products. So in the next steps, I'm going to show you how to log into your WordPress website. We'll do a little bit of cleanup to make sure that we start with a fresh WordPress installation, and we'll install our theme and the Ecommerce plugin. The cool thing is that our website's actually already been built. When we set up the hosting account, Cloudways automatically installed WordPress on our application. So we just have to go log in, do some customization, and start adding our content. Now in the previous steps, we set up the domain and we changed the A records in the domain to make it point to your website server. But one thing to note is that these changes that we've done on the domain side usually takes about 24 to 48 hours or sometimes even longer to take effect. So if you type in the domain now, your server will not come up. So what we'll do is we'll start building this website on a temporary domain that Cloudways provides. And when the website is finished, I'm going to show you how to change some settings on the Cloudways side to make sure that your website comes up when you type it in. So for now, we'll start on a temporary domain. When the website is ready to go live, we'll make it go live on the real domain that you just registered in the previous steps. To log into your website, go back to your Cloudways account. And when we log into our Cloudways account, you'll see that this servers tab is selected. But we want to go to our application. So click on applications and you'll see the application where the website is installed. So just click on my website or whatever you named it. And you'll see a bunch of things here. You'll see a menu on the left. Don't really have to worry about most of those, and we'll see a bunch of things here. We'll update domain settings here in domain management when we're ready to make the website live. By that time, the domain will be pointing to the server, and we'll install the SSL certificate. But for now, to log into your website, find this section here, admin panel, and at URL, click on this funny little icon, and your login page will open in a new tab. Okay, your username will be the email address that you use to sign up for your Cloudways account. It'll also be here. So here it says click to copy. Click, copied. Paste. Okay, go back to this Cloudways page, and the password is already set. So you can just copy it here, click to copy, it's already copied. Paste it here, right, and click login. Alright, so this is the back end of your WordPress website, and this is where we're going to spend most of our time adding content and doing some customizations. Now it's called the back end because we're working on it basically behind the scenes. The public does not see this. What the public sees is the front end. So let's have a look at what the front end of the website looks like now. And to do that, go to this button on the top left-hand side. Hover over it, you'll see visit site. But what I like to do usually is I like to keep the back end open in a separate tab and open the front end in a new tab. So let's do that. Right click on this button, click open link in new tab. And this is what the website looks like now. It's not really pretty, it's just a standard basic theme that's installed at the moment. And there's some demo content over here. By the way, this is our temporary domain. It's also here as the title of the website. So yeah, but we're going to make it look really nice and make it look like a professional e-commerce website by installing a theme and some plugins. Now let's go back to the back end. So the next step is to do some cleanup, just to neaten it up a bit. So this is the dashboard, the first page that you'll see when you log into your backend. Let's dismiss this notice over here. Click dismiss, and you'll see there's a bunch of windows. Just click on these little arrows just to minimize these windows. Okay, it already looks a lot neater. Next, we'll go to posts. Just click on posts. There's two sample posts there already. Select all the boxes by clicking this box next to the title. At bulk actions, click the drop down and click move to trash. Click apply. All right, in trash, you can just do the same and delete permanently. Okay, so all the sample posts are deleted. Let's go to pages and do the same. Okay, so they've generated a privacy policy page, so I think it's good just to keep that one. So let's delete this page called sample page. Click on trash under it. Go to the trash folder, hover over sample page and click delete permanently. Okay, so we've deleted the posts, we've deleted the sample pages. If we go to appearance and themes, you'll see that there are 3 themes installed at the moment. So you'll recognize this green, and this is the theme that we are currently using. It's a standard theme that comes with WordPress called 2021. And then you'll see 2 other themes, 2019, 2020. So let's delete the ones that are not in use. Click on theme details for the 2019 one. And at the bottom right, click delete. Confirm, click OK. And do the same for the 2020 theme. Click on theme details. At the bottom right, click delete. Confirm that you want to delete it, click OK. Okay, so now we only have this installed theme. And then lastly, plugins. So usually WordPress comes pre-installed with a couple of plugins. I like to just delete all the plugins, all the sample pages, and all the pre-installed themes, just to start with a clean, fresh version of WordPress. So in plugins, we'll select all the buttons, all the plugins, and bulk actions. First, we have to actually deactivate the active ones. Click deactivate, click apply. They're all deactivated now, so select all again by clicking this button. Under the bulk actions drop down, click delete, click apply, confirm that you want to delete them all, click OK. And now all the plugins are deleted. So now that we've cleaned up WordPress a little bit and deleted all the pre-installed things, let's go to settings to set our website name and do some minor configuration. So follow me, go to settings, and under settings, click on general. go to this section here where it says site title and enter your website name. So I'm going to be building a furniture website, so my website name is going to be the modern home. Enter your tagline. If you wish, you can leave it out. I'm going to make my tagline stylish modern furniture. Okay, so the WordPress address, the URL, so this is still the temporary URL. This will be updated to your URL that you registered automatically when we change the settings in Cloudways. Your administration email address should be fine as it is, but you can change it to whatever you want. You can set your time zone, your date format, time format, and if you're ready, click Save Changes. Next, go to permalinks. Now, permalinks are used to refer to a specific page, post, or product on your website. It's usually what comes after the domain. So, for example, if you have a post and your post, for example, it's called sample post, this is what will appear. So we want to keep it on post name. If we have it on any of these other ones, it'll have these codes or dates or different things. But sample post or post name is the best for SEO. So just click on post name, click Save Changes, and that is it. So we don't really have to change any of the other settings here. Later on, we'll come back to, I think, reading, but for now, that is it. So next, we'll install our e-commerce plugin and a website theme. We'll install a plugin called WooCommerce, and we'll install a theme or template called Storefront. But some of you may ask, what is a plugin? Now, a plugin is a piece of software that we can add to our WordPress website to give it some extra functionality. It's the same as adding an app to your mobile phone. So in the same way, we can add a plugin to the website to give it a specific feature we need. So there are thousands of free plugins available on the plugin directory. For this website, I think we'll use 3 plugins, but we'll start off with this WooCommerce plugin that'll give us the functionality of adding products to the website and accepting payments and everything that goes with that. So let's hover over plugins on the left-hand menu. You'll find it over here. And then click Add New. So this is the plugin directory where you find all the plugins. In this search bar over here, we'll search for the plugin that we need. We'll search for WooCommerce. Click Enter to search. And this is the plugin we want. So we'll click Install now. Right, so it's installed. Next, we need to activate it. So click Activate. So once the plugin's activated, we need to complete these steps to get it set up. So first step is the store details. You need to enter your store address. If you don't have a physical address, you can also use your home address. It's no problem. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, once you entered your address, click Continue. Build a better WooCommerce. Let's just send some information to WooCommerce so we can click Yes. Count me in. Next is your industry. So my shop will be selling furniture, so I'll select home, furniture, and garden. You can select whatever is applicable to you. Then click Continue. Your product type, physical products, that's what we're selling. You can also sell downloads, but I think most of us will be selling physical products. Click Continue. And some business details. How many products do you plan to display? I think I'm going to display about 10 products. Are you currently selling elsewhere? No. Here they want us to install some additional plugins. Just deselect these. We just want to start clean with a fresh installation of WooCommerce. We can always install what we need later. but we don't want to confuse ourselves with extra additional plugins and stuff like that. After deselecting all of these, click continue. Alright, so now it's time to choose a theme. So currently we have the 2021 theme installed, but we want to use Storefront, the Storefront theme. So I'm just going to click choose and go ahead and do this as well. Next step, just click no thanks. Okay, so now the plugin is installed and the Storefront theme or template, if you want to call it that, is also installed. So just click exit here. All right, now it's asking us to do some extra steps. So we're going to do that manually in the settings, but I just want to show you something in the meantime. Now we've installed WooCommerce. You'll notice that in the left-hand menu, there's a lot more options now. So we've got this new option called WooCommerce. We've got this option called products. This is where we're going to add products. We've got analytics. We've got marketing. So every time you install a plugin, usually you can find this plugin here on the left-hand side menu. And we also installed our new theme, the Storefront theme. So let's go ahead and have a look at the website, see what it looks like now. So I'm going to open in a new tab. So now you see the website is completely different. The old theme was green, now it's white, and the layout is a little bit different. It's got the cart button, shop, checkout pages, and we're going to build on this theme to add content and products to make it look like a professional e-commerce website. Before we can start with that though, we need to complete the setup of the WooCommerce plugin. We need to add our information on how to accept payments, shipping details, and those kind of things to make sure that the online store works how we need it to work. So we'll complete the configuration of our WooCommerce plugin, then we'll start adding products. So let's go back to the back end. Under WooCommerce, click on settings. This is where we're going to configure our online store to make sure that everything works the way your online store needs it to work. So we'll go through these tabs at the top, product shipping, payments, and so on. But one thing to note is that these settings are already entered for us by default. So what we'll need to do, we just need to go through all of these tabs and all these settings to make sure that everything is how we need it to be. So you'll see that our address is already entered. Next is general options, so selling locations. Now you want to maybe sell to your one country, the country you're in, or you can sell to all countries. But there are options to sell to specific countries or to sell to all countries except for specific countries. So if you select specific countries, you can select them there. But for my store, the one that I'm building for this tutorial, I'm going to sell to all countries. Shipping locations. Obviously, you want to ship to the countries you sell to. And default customer location, you don't have to worry about that. Enable taxes. If you want to enable taxes and calculations on your online store, you can select that. I'm going to leave that deselected for now. Enable coupons. Yes, you can enable coupons. Or if you plan not to use coupons, you don't have to enable it. But it's a good idea to have it. Currency options. Now, I'm in South Africa, that's why it automatically selected South African Rand. But because I'm going to sell to all countries, I'm going to select United States dollar. You can select your currency position and so on. And one thing to remember is if you made any changes, just remember to click Save Changes. Okay, next we'll move on to the Products tab. Now most of these settings are fine as it is. We'll leave the shop page on shop. We'll leave the add to cart behavior as it is. Placeholder image is fine. Measurements is for shipping. So whatever shipping unit or measurement unit you use, please select that. Reviews, to enable reviews, keep it selected. If you wish that people don't leave reviews, you can deselect that. But I'd say just leave it selected for now. We'll deal with reviews a bit later, and you can always come back to disable it if you wish to do so. Then just click save again. I didn't make any changes, so I'm not going to save. Next, we'll go to this inventory button below products. And this is where we're going to manage inventory settings if you want to have the website manage your stock or not. For example, if you have 10 items of a certain product and you get one order on the website will then remember that you have 9 of those products left. So you can decide if you want the website to remember your stock levels or not. If you have loads of inventory and you're not worried about selling out of products on this website, then you don't have to enable stock management. But for this tutorial, I'm going to keep it enabled. How long you want the stock to be held? So basically, if you receive an order and you don't receive payments within 60 minutes or whatever this amount is here, the order will be cancelled and that stock will not be taken off the inventory. So I think 60 minutes is fine. Notifications. If you want to receive notifications of low stock and out of stock products, keep this selected. You'll be notified on your email address here. Low stock threshold and out of stock threshold, those are the numbers that'll trigger the notifications. Out of stock visibility. If you want the website to hide products that are out of stock, select this option, but I think it's better to have the products be displayed and have it show out of stock so that people know what products you usually have available. And then stock display format. You can choose if you want to display how much stock you have available, or if you never want to show the remaining quantity. I'm going to select never show remaining quantity in stock. Then click Save Changes. Next, downloadable products. We're not dealing with downloadable products, so don't even have to go there. So next we go to shipping. Now in WooCommerce, a customer's shipping rate is based on their shipping zone. And a shipping zone is basically a geographical region where a certain set of shipping rates and methods can apply. Now WooCommerce will automatically match a customer to a shipping zone based on their delivery address that they enter in checkout. You can add as many shipping zones as you like based on the delivery costs for different areas. So you'll just need to check with your courier company what their rates are and add shipping zones accordingly. For this website, I'm going to add 2 shipping zones, one for local, one for my country, and one rate for international orders. So to add your first shipping zone, click on this button that says Add Shipping Zone. Shipping zone name, my first shipping zone, I'll call local. Shipping zone region, so this will be the South African one, so I'm just going to enter South Africa. Shipping methods, let's click Add Shipping Method. So there are a few shipping methods. We have flat rate, we have free shipping, and we have local pickup. I'm going to choose flat rate. You can choose whatever you want. Click Add Shipping Method. And by the way, you can add multiple shipping methods. So you can have a flat rate and you can also have a local pickup. But I'm just going to use one shipping method, flat rate. So after we've added the shipping method, let's click Edit, because we want to add the cost of the shipping rate. So for example, I'll make this cost $10, then click Save Changes. So this local shipping zone is now set up and saved. So let's go back by clicking on this shipping zones link. Now I can see the shipping zone is added, so local, region, South Africa, shipping method, flat rate. Now we need to set a shipping zone for the rest of the world. So instead of setting a new shipping zone for every single country, I will use this option that says locations not covered by other shipping zones. I'll click on Manage Shipping Methods. For this, I'll add the shipping method. It'll be a flat rate again. To set the price, click Edit under flat rate. And let's say for this one, I'll make it $15. Click Save Changes. So this one is also now set up. Let's go back to shipping zones. All right, so this one's also set up because it says flat rate over there. Now shipping zones is set up. If someone from South Africa places an order, they'll pay $10 for shipping. If someone from the rest of the world places an order, they'll pay $15 for shipping. Next, to finish off the shipping section, Let's go to shipping options. Shipping calculations, there's two options. One, enable the shipping calculator on a cart page, or hide shipping costs until the address is entered. I would keep it on the cart page. And shipping destination, I would keep it on default to customer billing address. No need to worry about debug mode. No need to save because we didn't change anything. Unless you change something, click save. No need to go to shipping classes. Next, let's go to payments. So this is where you select how you want to get paid when someone places an order on your online store. Now there are 4 payment methods that come standard with WooCommerce, and 3 of these don't really ever get used. So we're going to use PayPal. Now PayPal is the easiest way to start accepting payments on e-commerce. Most people trust PayPal. You don't need a PayPal business account. And if you don't have an account yet, you can set one up by going to paypal.com. It'll just take a few minutes. If you want, you can add other payment methods as well using other payment gateways. You can use companies like Stripe, Checkout, Skrill, but you'll need to register with them. Once you've registered with them, they'll provide documentation and tutorials on how to add them here in WooCommerce. And if you want, you can also search which payment gateways are the best for your country and set them up using the same method. But for now, let's set up and enable PayPal so that we can start accepting payments as soon as we make this website live after this challenge. So let's click on the Setup button on the right-hand side. On this page, all you need to do is click Enable PayPal Standard and enter your PayPal email address over here. There are some advanced options. You don't have to worry about that. And receive an email into your PayPal email address again. The rest of the options, you don't have to worry about that. Then click Save Changes. Changes are saved. Let's go back to Payments. Now you'll see that PayPal is enabled. So when we use a website and someone checks out, they will be able to use PayPal. We'll do some testing later in this tutorials. Next, let's go to Accounts and Privacy. Now, all of these settings here are ready as it is. You can go through it in your own time if you want to see if you want to change anything, but I'd recommend just keeping it as is. Next, emails. Now, every time someone places an order or any of these actions happen, either you as the store admin or the customer or both of you will receive an email. Now these emails are already handled by WooCommerce. They're already written. You don't have to write any of these emails. It'll just happen automatically. We'll do some tests later and you'll see what these emails look like. But if you want to change your admin email recipient email address, or for some reason you want to disable any of these admin emails, you can do so by clicking Manage. But we're not going to do that now. Down here at Email Sender Options, the from name is your store name that we said earlier in this training. You can change the from email name here. Maybe you just want to have your personal name, whatever you want. The from email address, same thing. You can change what email address your emails are coming from. Your email template. So here we can actually see a template of the emails that will be sent. So you can click here. I'm going to open it in a new tab. So let's see what it looks like. All right, so this is what it'll look like. It'll have this header section, the color. It'll have this type of text and colors. So if there's something you want to change, I would suggest only changing the base color. To do that, click here. Let's say we want to make it a navy blue, but you can choose any color. There. Okay. What else do we want to change? Not really much, but the footer of this email, it says built with WooCommerce. So we want to remove this built with WooCommerce thing. So we can do that here by footer text. Remove all of this so that you only have the site title. And then if you made changes, click Save. So let's go back to email template, see what it looks like. Open in a new tab again. Now we'll see that this is blue. In fact, I'm actually going to make it a darker blue. Let's have a quick look again. Okay, this looks better than this. Okay, next, if you scroll up to the configuration tabs, you'll see integration and advanced. Now for these two, you don't have to do anything. They're already set up as it should be. So this is the end of the WooCommerce configuration. Next, we're going to start adding our content onto the website. And just to let you know, the order in which we're going to add the content in this video is as follows. First, we'll add our products, then we'll add about us and contact pages. And after that, we'll create a menu to list our products and pages. Then we'll add the logo and customize our homepage. And when we've finished with all of that, we'll review all the pages. And if there's any improvements to make, we'll do that as well. So the goal is for you to learn how to build your own online store and actually finish it by the end of this training. So if you don't have all your content ready right now, it's no problem. What I'll do is I'll leave a link below this video where you can go and download all the product images and descriptions and all the content that I'm going to be using for the rest of this training, and you can use that to follow along. And at the end, whenever you have your own content ready, you can just go back and replace what we added today with your own content. For products, I'm going to show you how to upload two different product types, variable products and simple products. So variable products are products that have different size or color options, for example, t-shirts or shoes or clothing in general. And simple products are products that have no variation options, for example, a book or a gadget or something that don't have a different size or color. So let's go back into our dashboard and get started. The Storefront theme has a nice feature that allows us to build the homepage and the product pages easily. We can import this theme's demo content. So instead of building these pages from scratch, we can add the demo content and customize it or replace it with our own. So let me show you how to do that now. From the dashboard, go to Appearance and then click Storefront. This page will say Design Your Store, and you'll see two checkboxes. The first one is for adding the homepage demo content, and the second one is for adding example products. So keep both checkboxes selected and then click Let's Go. And then on this page, click Publish. After it's been published, click this Exit button. So the demo content is now added, so let's have a look to see what the home page looks like now. Open in a new tab. You'll see that the website is looking a lot better already. We've got this wide image with the welcome message. We've got a few shop categories. We've got a whole bunch of demo products added already. So it's not only the look of the site that's different, we've done a lot of work to set up the online store functionality. So you can actually add products to cart and check out, everything set up. So I'm going to show you the results of the work we've done so far. So we can go into a product. This is a demo product. You can see the image, the title, the price. This one's on special. You can add to cart. We've got the description. And by the way, we're going to change the logo, the menu structure, and the sidebar content a bit later on to clean it up. But let's add this product to cart. Let's go back to the home page. See the other products. By the way, you can view the products in the shop page as well. You can add to cart in this way by just clicking this button, or you can just click on an image. Let's add two to cart here. Now you've added products to cart. You can view your cart by clicking this button, or if you hover over this section, you'll see all the products that's added to cart. So let's view this cart. And yeah, you can add more products. You can edit the cart. You can remove a product. Again, we'll get rid of the sidebar later. There's a coupon functionality that we'll talk about later as well. You'll see the subtotal, the flat rate shipping that we set up. And let's proceed to checkout. This is the checkout page. My details are already filled in, but if you want to fill yours in, feel free to check it out. Order summary, and then people can check out with PayPal as well. If we click proceed to PayPal, they'll land on the PayPal page. And once the payment is made here, you'll get a notification in your dashboard saying that the order has been placed, and you can go ahead and ship that product. But I'll show you that later as well. So let's go back to the dashboard. So before we start adding our products, we need to make sure that we have all our product information or product data ready. So you need to have your product images, title, descriptions, prices, and those things. You need to have that ready. And if you have that ready, perfect. If you don't, then like I mentioned in the beginning of this section, there is a link below this video where you can download all the products and images and descriptions that I'm going to be using in the next sections going forward. You can use that to follow along and to learn how to do all of this. And then when you do have your products ready to upload, you'll know how to do that, and you'll then be able to go and either edit the ones you've uploaded or add new ones. So if you click on the link to download the products, this page will open up. I've pasted it. I'll paste it here. This is everything that I'm going to be uploading onto the site. You can select all and download everything. Okay, so it's downloaded. This is it. I'll move it to a clean folder. Unzip everything. And now you have everything on your machine. So let's go back. And we'll start by adding our categories. So if you hover over products, then click on categories. Now, just to give you some context about how and where you'll be using these categories, if you go back to the home page, you'll see that there are these categories on the home page here. So this is the images we want to replace and the names of the categories we want to replace. So I'll show you how to edit these categories. So to edit the first category, click on the category name or click on this edit button. Now the categories that I'll be using on this online store are 3 categories: chairs, sofas, and lamps. So let's do the first one. Add chairs. The slug is what's going to be in the URL. So usually I just make that the same as the name. You can add a short description, you don't have to. I usually don't. The image, click remove image, and then click upload image. Now this is where we'll be adding some new images. So let's go back to where our images were saved. You'll see a folder that says category images, or use your own category images. I'll add chairs, the chairs image. Okay, that's added. Make sure it's ticked. Click use image. You'll see the image is now replaced, and click update. Okay, this is updated. We can go back to categories or click on categories here, either way. Do the same for the next one. Sofas, slug for the URL, sofas, remove image, upload image, and do the same process. So we've got sofas. If it's ticked, click use image, update, go back to categories. Now, instead of replacing this image, I'm going to delete it and show you how to add a new category. In case you want to add more than 3 categories, you'll know how to add categories. So let's delete this one. To add new categories, you just check this left-hand section. So you'll see the name. My third category is lamps. Slug for the URL, lamps. No description, upload image, and then you find the image you want to upload for this category. Just drag it in. Once it's uploaded, click use image. Click add new category. and then your third category is added. So this is how you add categories, but you'll also see that there's a category here that says uncategorized. Now, this is a default category. It can't be deleted, and it'll be automatically assigned to products that have no category. So that's fine to leave that there. Next, we'll go and start adding our products. So in the left-hand menu, under products, click on all products. Now you'll see here that all the demo products are added. But one thing that I like to do is after importing all the demo content is to delete all the demo products. Now the reason we add all the demo content is to set up the structure of the homepage and the website. But when it comes to adding products, I'd like to delete all the products, all the demo products first. Now you do have the option to go in and edit each and every single product. That's up to you. But I've just found that adding products fresh works out better for me. So how to delete all the products is you click on this button that select all of the products. You'll see all the products are selected. At bulk actions, click the move to trash button and then click apply. Right, so now all the products are deleted, all the demo products. So let's go ahead and add our first product. Now the first product I'm going to add is a simple product. A product that don't have any variations, no color variations or size variations, anything like that. So we'll add a simple product first. The next product we'll add is a variable product, and then we can go ahead and add all the other products we need. So let's go ahead and add the first product by clicking Add New. You can click this Add New button, or in the left-hand menu, Add New as well. So let's click Add New. All right, so this is your product editor. This is where you add your products. So instead of just going straight into adding products, I just want to show this page to you and make you familiar with the editing sections. So this is where you add your product name. This section is where you add your product description. If you scroll down, you'll see product data. It's where you add your product price, inventory, and those kind of things. There's another option to add a short product description. I'll explain the difference between the two descriptions shortly. If you scroll up on the right-hand side, you've got this widget where you publish your product. You can also save it as draft. Currently, it's saved as draft. You can preview it before publishing to make sure everything looks right. Next section is where you select your categories. You can add product tags, your product featured image, and then your product gallery images. So let's go ahead and add our product data. So I have all my product data in this one document. If you download it, you can follow along or you can add your own. I'll open it. And my first product is the VIP armchair. So I'll copy that, copy the title, paste it. In the main description, go back to your document, get the long description of your product, the main description, copy that and paste it in the section. Next, product data. So this is already a simple product. We don't have to change that. The product price, it's $220. You can also have a sale price if you want a discount on your price. I'm not going to add this now, but you can add it anytime. Inventory, if you want to manage stock, check this box to enable stock management. Then the stock quantity, I'm going to make this 10. You can allow back orders, and you can also allow low stock threshold, so the site will notify you when you reach your low stock. Shipping, we already set up flat rate shipping, so that's don't have to do that. Link products, attributes, advanced, get more options. It's a simple product, so we don't have to worry about these things. Now you can add a short product description as well if you want to. You don't always have to add it, but I like to do it. So I'll go copy my short description and paste it in this section, Control V. Next, okay, the product is still a draft. Product category, so this category is in chairs. So I'm going to select chairs. You can add product tags if you want to. So product image, this is the main image that will appear on the site. We need to go and select this product image. So let's go back to product images, this product we're adding, and VIP armchair. So just drag that in to the product image media section. This chair is added, so set product image. And then product gallery is to add all the rest of the same product images. So we already added this one image as the main featured image. So I'll add the 2 remaining images for this product. They're both selected, so let's add them to the gallery. Okay, so it looks like all of our product data is ready. Now, before we publish this product, let's see a preview, see what it looks like before we publish it. So let's click this preview button in the top right-hand side. It'll open in a new tab. And now we have our product added. So you'll see we've got the title, we've got the main description. It says in stock, and this is the short description. Now, again, just to make you familiar with this whole product page, this is basically this section over here on the left and down here to the left of this mouse is what's added in the product. This section on the right here is called a sidebar. So I'll show you how to edit the sidebar later. We'll clean this content up later, but just understand that this is the product data over here. Okay, now you've got your image. You can click on the image. It shows the image. You can click on the next image. So it's pretty cool. Everything works. You can add to cart, but let's do test rather after we've added all our other products. So this is a simple product, straightforward. It's really easy to add. And if all the information is correct and you're happy to publish this product, let's go back to the product page and then click publish this button here. Okay, so now the product is published. Okay, I see that there's a message here. The stock has not been updated because the value has changed since editing. Product 61 has 10 products in stock. Okay, I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay, so the product is published. Now, to view the product again, you can click View Product here or View Product here. Usually I open it in a new tab. And after publishing, I always like to take another look at the product or page, whatever I'm publishing, just to make sure that it did publish correctly. So all looks okay. Cool. Let's go back and now add our second product, which will be a variable product. So like I mentioned earlier, a variable product is a product that has different variations. For example, clothing items can have different sizes or colors. So the next product I'm going to add is going to be a chair, and it has different colors. Now, adding a variable product is a lot like adding a simple product, except there'll just be a few extra steps in the process. It'll be a little bit more complicated, but once you get the hang of it, you'll understand it and it'll be super easy. Now, to add a new product, again, under products, click add new or click on this add new button. Add your product name. So the next product will be the Cylinder Accent Armchair. The description. This will be the long description or the main description. This is the product data. This is where we're going to be adding the extra steps. So let's do this last. Short product description. The product category will be under chairs because it's a chair. You can add product tags if you want, and then your product image. This is the main image that will appear. Cylinder Accent Armchair. Let's choose this one as the main image. Just drag it in. Click Set Product Image. And there we go. So let's go back to product data. So for the previous product, we left this as a simple product, but this is a variable product we are adding. So let's go on the drop down, select a variable product. Now, you can leave this as it is. There's a manage stock option, but this is to manage stock on the product level. We want to manage individual variation stock. So this is fine as it is, just leave it as it is. Shipping, we've already set up shipping in the previous steps for flat rate shipping, so leave that as it is. We have no linked products yet. Now go to attributes. To add attributes, the attributes will be the different variations. So click on add. Now the name will be the variation name. So in this case, we'll have different color variations. So this name will be color. All right. Oops. Okay. Now the values will be the actual colors, blue, green, and so on. Now you'll see here that it says separate the different colors with this symbol. I'm not sure what we call the symbol. Let's call it a stripe. So let's have a look here. The cylinder, accent armchair, color variations, navy, gray, and cream. So I'm actually just going to copy this, paste it, but they're asking to separate it with this stripe symbol. So I'm just going to do this. All right. So if it's, just check if it's added 100% correctly with a space in between the symbol. Then select this box as well, and then just click Save Attributes. Okay, so these attributes are saved, the color attributes. You can always come back and edit it or add more attributes just by clicking this little arrow, add your color there, or whatever you want to add, and click Save Attributes. Okay, next we'll go to Variations. Now we'll add the variations. So from this drop down, you'll see a whole lot of things, but just click Create Variations from All Attributes and click Go. Click OK. 3 variations added, so the 3 color variations. You'll see these 3 variations here. Now within these variations, we still need to set the data. So for example, the price, the stock quantity, and so on. So from this little arrow, open it up, and you'll see some information here. Now, first thing we can do is upload an image for this variation. You don't always have to add an image here. If you don't add one, nothing will happen. But it's cool to have an image that matches the variation. So we'll click Upload Image. So the first variation we'll add was navy. Then we'll look for the navy image. So this one, drag it in, set variation image. Okay, next it's enabled. It's not downloadable. It's not virtual. We do want to manage stock of the specific variation. So click Manage Stock. A regular price, it's $699. $699. Sale price, I'm not going to have a sale price. If you want to have a sale price, like I said, you can add a sale price. Stock quantity, let's make this one 17. Allow back orders. Usually I don't like to allow back orders. If you want, you can, don't have to. Low stock threshold, it's up to you again. The weight, and this, again, this is related to shipping. We've already set up the flat rate shipping. You can add a description if you want. I'm not going to add that. Okay, so now this one variation is added. Just check if everything's right. The price, stock quantity, okay. Next variation, just minimize this navy one again. Next we'll go to the gray variation. Now we just do the same thing. Click on this to add the image. Yeah, this was the gray one. Drag it in. Set variation image. Manage stock. My variations all have the same price. You can have different prices for each variation as well. When someone selects the variation, it will show the correct price that's relevant to that variation. No sale price, stock quantity, let's make this 13. Not going to allow back orders. All of that is correct. Okay, correct. Minimize. And then the last one, cream. Upload image. This is the cream variation. Okay, set variation image. We'll manage stock. Again, $6.99. Let's make this 16. Stock quantity. Okay, so these variations are added. One thing to remember after you've set all these variations is to save the changes. Otherwise, you're going to preview or save the product, and this isn't saved, so it won't show. So click Save Changes. All right, so it's added. One thing you might have noticed that I did differently from the first simple product is I didn't add a product gallery. And the reason for that is because I added the individual variation images. So I didn't add the product gallery. You can always add product gallery as well. So before we publish this product, let's click preview to see what it looks like. Oh, we still have these old ones opened up, so I'm just going to close that. All right, so you'll see it looks the same as the previous image. Everything looks okay. The only difference is we've got this variation options here. So we've got the color variations. Okay. When you click navy, this color changes. When you click gray, it changes. But actually, the previous simple product we added had some product gallery images, yes, and I don't see them here. So in fact, it will be a good idea to go back and to add product gallery. Now, we already uploaded these images by dragging them so you can see them here. So I'm just going to add these two to the product gallery. Now, let's preview again. And there we go. Okay, what it shows the same color here. So let's see what's going on. Ah, the same color. So I'm going to remove this one and add this one. Now they're all three different colors. Let's see again. Preview. Aha. So yes, it is a good idea then to add product gallery, even if you add the variation images as well. So let's check. Yeah, in stock, gray, green. So all looks cool. We've got the long description, or got the short description. The title looks fine. Everything looks fine. Oh, by the way, if you click additional information, you'll see the variations here. Reviews, there are no reviews yet. You do have an option to disable these reviews, but you can keep it as well. Later in this tutorial, I will show you how to disable reviews if you wish to do so. So everything looks fine. I'll go back and then add publish. Product published. And good practice, just view the product again. Open in a new tab. And just to check if it was saved correctly, published correctly, and everything looks okay. All right, so we just added a product with one variation. Next, we're going to add a product with two variations. So I'm going to be adding a sofa, and this sofa will have different colors and different sizes. So again, it's the same as adding a variable product like we just did, but just with some extra steps. So let's go and start, and let's click on Add a New Product. The next product, it's called the Haiku Sofa. Copy and paste the name, description, the main description or long description, copy and paste. We'll leave the product data for last. Short product description. Product category, this is a sofa. And you might find instances where your product might have two categories. And that's also fine, you can add two categories. For this store, I think all my products will only have one category. Product image. Like a sofa. Let's choose this one as the main image, the featured image. Set product image, and then we'll learn from our mistake in the previous product and add all product images. Product image gallery. Add to gallery. Okay, so from product data, again, let's select variable product. We'll leave this open, no worries about shipping a linked product. In attributes, let's add an attribute. So let's see the first attribute. So it's got size variations and color variations. So let's actually start with color. Color. So in this case, the colors will be light and dark. Just remember to separate it correctly with this little stripe thing. Select used for variations. Then for the second variation, we'll just add another one. So click add again. This time, it'll be size. Size. 2-seater and 3-seater. Again, just make sure you separate it correctly. Click used for variations and save attributes. All right, now when we go to variations, again, from this drop-down, select create variations from all attributes and click go. Click OK. 4 variations added. Right, so now you'll see the 4 different variations. So it's light 2-seater, light 3-seater, dark 2-seater, and dark 3-seater. So we'll just do the same steps we did in the previous product. But one thing you'll notice that in my images that I have is I just have images for one color. So I don't have images for light and dark. So for this product, I'm actually not going to add variation images. And that's also fine. We'll just use these product gallery images, no problem. So this product is enabled. We will manage stock. Variation price. So this is a light, it's a 2-seater, it's a smaller one, so this will be the smaller price, $9.99. Stock quantity, let's make this 9. Again, no worries about this. All right, next product, let's minimize this and open the next one. Light 3-seater, enabled, manage stock. So the 3-seater, the bigger price, will be $1,499. Stock quantity, let's make this one 10. Okay. Minimize this one, open the next one. Dark 2-seater, so that's the smaller price again, $9.99. Let's make this one on sale just to show you what it looks like. So let's make this one sale $6.99. Stock, we'll make this 11. Just random numbers. And all of this is fine. Okay, last one, minimize the dark 2-seater, open the dark 3-seater, manage stock 1499, 12. Okay, so that's added. Save changes. And by the way, using this method in attributes, you can add more attributes also. I don't know in this example what we'll add, but sometimes there's 3 attributes, and then you just do the same steps. But this is all added. I think everything's okay. Let's preview and see what this product looks like. Okay, so again, we've got the product image, we've got the image gallery, we've got this short description. Now, because there's the different prices, it shows the price range, $6.99 to $1,499. It's got the longer description, additional information, reviews, so on. But you'll see that there are 2 options here now. So let's choose light and two-seater, and then it'll give the price. Let's keep it on light and three-seater, it'll give the price. But there was one that we had a special price for, a discount, and I think it was the dark three-seater. So then it shows this discounted price. So it's up to you when you want to add the discounts, but it's a pretty cool feature. So everything looks okay. I'm happy with everything. So let's go back to the product editor, and then click publish. I'll close the preview, and just to check if everything published correctly, I'll view the product in a new page. Oh, and also it says the sale there because it has the one variation sale. So yeah, everything looks cool. So this was, so let's go back. So now we added a simple product, we added a variable product, and we added a variable product with two variations. Now, maybe your store only has simple products, and that's okay. Then you just follow the steps for adding simple products. But if you have variable products, you can follow the steps for the second and third product as well. So your homework now is to add the rest of your products. However many products you have, we're going to add it. I'm going to add the rest of my products in my own time. And then afterwards, I'll show you the next steps. Okay, so all my products are now added. You can see all the products by clicking on all products. And if you go to the home page, you'll see that there are now products inside the categories, and all products are listed on the home page. And if you go click on the shop page, you'll see that all the products are listed on the shop as well. So let's go on to the next step and add our About Us page. Navigate to the dashboard, then hover over Pages and click Add New. So this is the WordPress editor, also known as the Gutenberg editor, and you'll notice that it looks a little bit different than the product editor. So I'm going to show you how to use this editor. First, let's add our title. So the content of pages are added as blocks. Now, for example, if you want to add an image, you'll add an image block, and then within that block, select the image. If you want to add some text, you'll select a text block, and then add the text within that block. So let me show you how to add blocks. What you do is you go to this plus symbol, and here you'll see all the blocks that are available. So we have a paragraph block, a heading block, a list block, a quote block, and it actually gives an explanation of what all these blocks are when you hover over it. You can scroll down, there's image, there's a gallery, so there's so many different blocks available, and you'll probably be able to find something for whatever you want to add. It's best to use this as trial and error, play around a bit, or just follow along what I'm going to be doing. So the idea that I have for this About page is to add two columns and have an image in the left-hand column and some text in the right-hand column. So firstly, we'll need to add some columns. So what you can do is you can also search. If you have an idea for something, you can search there, see if the block comes up or not. But I think I saw a column down here somewhere. So under design, there's a column option. So click on columns. And now you'll see that there are different column options. I'm going to select the 50-50, but you can select whichever one. All right, 50-50. So now there are two sections for columns. And if you click this plus, you can add a block within the column. So I'll add the image in the left-hand column. Image is here. Then what you do is you click upload to select the image that you want to upload. And I have my about image right here. So I'll choose for upload. Okay, so this image is uploaded. So what you'll see is you'll see the column settings, but then you'll see the block options Yeah, so we've got the image block, and there are some all different options. You can crop, you can replace it with something else, you can add some text over the image, you can link, change alignment. So I actually want to align it to the center. Right, it's added to the center. And if you click on this gear icon in the top right, you'll see some further settings for the block that's selected. So the image block is selected, it's confirmed. You can change image style. You'll see rounded corners or square. You can change the image size. I'll give it full size. And yeah, so next, let's see what we'll add in this block. So we can click on this plus as well, and we'll add paragraph because we want to add some text next to this image. And in this block, you can type whatever you want for your about page, but I have my about copy ready, so I will just copy and paste it. All right, selected, Control or Command C for copy, and then Control or Command V for paste. So that is pasted. All right, and again, on this side, you'll see the block, the paragraph block. So there are some more options here. You can select the font size. I'll keep it as default. You can change the font color. Again, I'll keep it as default. And one rule that I like to follow is usually stay with the theme's default settings. It just makes everything work well together. If you start changing colors and everything, the designs sometimes don't look that great. So I will keep it like this. And then what you can do is you can, again, before you publish, you can preview. So by clicking this preview button, and then click preview in a new tab. So now we can see the preview of this About Us page. All looks okay, but there's one thing, I don't really like this stuff here. So this is the sidebar. I want it to be like a full width page. And then one other thing is maybe we should make this section stand out a bit more. So let's see what we can do. I'll go back to add new page, or to this page. Now for this, we can either make it bold or change what it is. So I'm going to change it to a heading. Yes. Maybe we'll make it a bit smaller, so you can choose H3 maybe. We'll see the preview now. And then as far as this goes, this sidebar, let's make this a full width page. So we spoke about the block settings, but if you click on this tab, we'll have the settings for the entire page. So to make this a full width page, on this template tab, currently it's a default template, but let's select full width, then click preview again and see what it looks like. Preview in a new tab. Yes, now it looks cool. Okay, so I'm happy with all of this. So let's go ahead and publish this page. We'll click publish. Publish. All right, and once again, it says it's now live, but once again, just double check if everything's saved correctly. I'll open this page in a new tab. Okay, that's great. Just check this permalink. About Us, everything is cool. All right, so About Us page is added. Next, we'll add our contact page. So let's close these tabs. And from the dashboard, under Pages, click Add New. And like we did before, we're going to add the name of the page, Contact Us. And below that, we're going to add our contact information, store opening hours, your address, and everything that you want to include on your contact page. We're also going to add a form, which we'll show you how to add after this. But usually we'd add a paragraph block if we want to type something. But usually if you just click on the block and start typing, then a paragraph block is selected by default. So I'm just going to click here and then start typing my contact information. Okay, so what's happening here is that when you press enter, it goes into a new paragraph or new paragraph block. So what I want is I want my telephone number to be in the line directly below the email address. Now to do that, all you need to do is on this email address line, hold shift while you press enter, and it'll start in the line directly below it. Okay, so that's added. I just want to make some of these words bold. So I'll just highlight it and make it bold. Click on the bold button. So next we're going to add a contact form. And the contact form is where someone can type a message and send it directly to you from this page. So let's quickly go and click publish. And to add the contact form, we need to add a contact plugin. So let's go to the dashboard. Under plugins, click add new. And in the search box on the top right, we'll search for WP Forms. That's the form plugin that we're going to use. And this is the plugin we're looking for. So you can see it's got a lot of active installations, a lot of 5 stars. It's been updated recently. So that's what we're looking for when we install plugins, all these things. So let's click on install now. It's installed, so let's click activate. So now the form plugin is installed and activated, so let's create our first form. So scroll down, click on this button that says create your first form. So they have a lot of templates available, blank form, newsletter sign up, opt-in form. We just want a simple contact form, so let's use this template. Click on use template. So this is what the form is going to look like. We basically just want the name, email address, and comment or message, so that's perfect. And this is the fields section where we edit the fields of a contact form, for example, name and email. So let's click on one of these, and this is where you edit the label, the name, the format. So I see it's got first and last. I'm just going to make it simple, just one name. So I'll make this first name. Description, don't need a description. This is where you say if it's required or not, this little red thing. Next, email looks fine. Comment or message. I'm just going to make that message. Also required. Okay, but let's say, for example, we want to get their telephone number. So there's a phone option here, but this is actually for the paid version of the plugin. We've currently got the free version. So instead of selecting this, trying this telephone one, we're just going to add another simple line. So you can drag it in. So same thing, but we'll call this telephone number. We're not going to make this required. If they want to put it in, that's cool. If not, it's also cool. And you can add whatever you want in there. So if you go to fields, maybe you want to get some extra information from your clients before they enter the form, you can add some drop downs or check boxes. Paragraph text, this is this one. Maybe you want to drop down. Let's see how that works. Drop down, title, first choice, third choice. You can add more choices. You can make it required or not. Let's delete that. So that's how you add the contact form fields. Next, let's go to the settings. On the left-hand side, click settings. Now the first tab that's selected is general. So this is where we change things like the form name and so on. So the form name, let's change that to website contact form. The submit button text, I'll change that to send. Submit button processing text, it's okay. Enable anti-spam protection, that's fine. Let's click save. Okay, next, your notifications. So this is where the forms will be sent to when someone submits it. So under send to email address, this is the admin email. your email that's set as admin email, but you can choose any email to send it to. You can also send it to multiple email addresses, just separated by a comma, like this. I'm not going to do that now. Email subject line, this is the subject line of the email that's going to be delivered to you. So I name mine website form, the from name, the from email address. This is the email address that it's going to be sent from. It's also set as admin email. But one thing that I like to do is I actually like to make the from email the email address that the customer entered in the form. So you can just click smart tags and click on the email. So this is the email address of the customer. Reply to email address, no need for that. And all fields will be sent to you. Okay, you can click save. Then confirmation. So this is what happens after someone submits a form. So confirmation type is just a message will come up, or you can redirect to a different URL. I'm going to keep it on message. Thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. That's fine. You can edit however you want. Next, marketing. No need for that. Payments, no need for that. All right, so it looks like the form is set up. So we're just going to save in case we made any changes after the last save. And next we want to add this form onto our contact page. So to do that, click embed. And then what we want to do is we want to embed using a shortcode. So just click this button, it says use a shortcode. We'll copy this. Actually, it's been copied. Then we'll go back to our contact page. So let's click this exit button. Go to pages. Find the about or the contact page. All right. Now we're on the contact page, and what we can do is we can paste this shortcode into a paragraph block as text, and it'll pull up the form that we just created. So just click enter. This paste option is not there, but let's try Command or Control V for paste. And there it is. All right, so let's click update. Or you can preview, but let's see what this looks like. Contact page, all your contact information, and here is the form. Okay, one thing that I like to do quickly is just add some more text. It says or this will actually make a little heading. This time let's preview, see what it looks like. Perfect. All right, happy with that? I'm going to click update, save the page, view the page again. Everything looks fine. We're going to test this form later after we add our domain. So now the contact page is ready, the about page is ready. So we've got all the essential pages that we need for this online store. Now before we go and edit the home page, I just want to go and clean up this menu. So there's a lot of things we see in the menu here. I'm going to show you how to edit this menu and just to make it look neater. So let's go back to the dashboard. And under appearance, select menus. So currently it's just showing random pages that we've added in the menu. We can see there's no menu set up here. So if we go to the home page or back to the front end, it's just all the random pages that we've added. So let's create the menu name. I'm going to call this main menu. Click create menu. And now we want to set which pages are shown in the menu. Now, I don't think the My Account or Checkout or Cart pages needs to be in the menu because we've got this little cart thing here. So let's select the pages we want in the menu. In this little box, click View All. This is where we see all the pages that are currently published on the site. We want the home page, we want About Us page, we want the contact page, and we want the shop page. Click Add to Menu. So these are now our menu items. So usually we want the contact page or the contact menu tab to be last. So I'm just going to click on it and drag it down to below shop. So then that should make it display last. And in menu settings, auto add pages. Very important is to keep this deselected, and then menu location is where you want the menu to be displayed. So this is our primary menu, and we also want to display it on mobile devices. So click on check the handheld menu box, then click Save Menu. Okay, so if we go to the front end and we click refresh, we'll see that the menu looks a lot cleaner now. But I see that this says home page. I actually just wanted to say home. So let's go and edit it. So to edit, click this drop down and type whatever you want to type, or just do what I did. Click save again. Refresh. Yes, that looks cool. So one other thing that I want to show you in the menu is how to make a drop-down menu. So we've got shop, but I want to show the shop categories as drop-down menus. So let's go back to the menu editor. And if you click under pages, view all, you'll see that the category pages are not listed here. If you scroll down, you'll see categories here. But again, there's no categories. And this category section is for blog post categories. We want to add product categories. So what we'll do is we'll add a custom links for each category. Now to get the links for each category, we'll go back to products categories, open this in a new tab. And then we'll see the 3 categories here, or whatever categories you added. Now to get the links, we'll have to open the category in a new window or a new tab. So for each one, open in a new tab. Okay, so this is showing all the products in this category. Now what we want to do is we want to take this URL. So highlight it, copy, go back to the menus, paste this URL, and then add the name of that category. So I'll add this as chairs. Click add to menu. We've got chairs. Next one, sofas. Add to menu. Last one, lamps. Paste, lamps, add to menu. So you'll see they were added at the bottom. So we want to have them under the shop page as drop-down items. So what you do is you click on this chair or category and drag it, but it drags it under it like this. This is wrong for a drop-down. You want it to be like this, and then chairs will be a drop-down of shop. So let's do the same for the other ones. And by the way, if you want to add drop-downs under drop-downs, you can just do this, and then lamps will be a drop-down under sofas. But I'm not going to do that. Then remember to save. Let's go back to the front end, hit refresh. Now this shop has these drop-down items. Just check if it was added correctly. Yes. All good. So we're almost finished with this website. We've got all the essential pages that we need on the site. So we just need to put everything together and to finish the home page. So we'll start from the top, and we'll start with the logo. So currently this is the default logo that the website gave. We're going to replace this with an image logo. So let's go to customize at the top of this page. So the customize tool is where we change the styling of the site, things like colors, typography, button colors, some widgets. This is where we change the sidebar, which we'll do later. So we're going to be working on this in the next few sections. But to change the logo, let's go to Site Identity. Over here, click Select Logo. Drag your logo into this gallery. select. It's giving an option to crop. So let's just move this thing to make sure that the logo is in the center. Click crop image. Now we'll see that the logo is on the site. Click publish, and that is saved. So one other thing that we want to do is we want to change the site icon. Now the site icon is this little thing here. We don't want the standard WordPress site icon to display. So if you have an icon for your site or an image that you can add there, just click site icon. And I have my site icon here. Drag it in. Click select. Crop image. Then click publish. Let's exit to see what it looks like. And there we can see the site icon and we can see the logo. So what I see is that the logo is looking a bit small, and I can see that it's not aligned to the left, the same as the alignment of the home tab. So let me see what I can do about that. Let's go back to customize. Site identity. Click on this logo. All right, so now we can crop again. So I think this is the reason why it's not lining up to the left, is that it's got this white space. I'm going to crop this. I'm also going to crop it so that the logo can look a bit bigger. I'll click crop, publish, and let's see what it looks like now. See, now it's lining up. It's a little bit bigger, so that's what I want. So next, we'll replace this background image. And to do this, we just have to edit the page. So click edit page at the top. What we see now are all the blocks that were added when we added the demo content in the beginning. So we've got this big image, we've got this welcome text, we've got the shop categories, and we've got the products. So what we want to do first is we want to replace this big image. Now, one thing that you want to keep in mind is to use an image with similar dimensions as this picture. What I mean is that you want the width to be wide and the height to be not that high. Otherwise, it might not end up looking that great. So with that in mind, let's replace this image. So what you do is you just click on this image, and up here you click on the replace button, and then click upload. Navigate to your folder that has your images in it. In my case, I think it's this one. Choose for upload. So the image is replaced, but something doesn't look right, and I think it's this black text that's over the image. So let's edit this text and make it white. So we just click on the text. So this is actually still the demo content text. So let's edit it to say that what we wanted to say. I'm just going to make this the name of the store. Okay, and to make the text white, color, white, yes. And this text, I'm going to take this one away and just replace this. But I'll take some copy from our About Us content. I'll take this little bit. Copy, paste, and then I'll make this white. So in this tab, color, white. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. But there's one other thing that I want to do to make this text stand out a little bit more. And this is add a overlay on this image. So basically you just click on the image, this block settings will come up, you'll see that this is the image. And then under the overlay tab, click this, the color. I'm going to make it a black overlay and just add some, change the opacity a little bit. I think this is okay. I'll keep it like that. All right, so that is the main image of the homepage and the copy or the text that's on this image. Now we can save the page and check what it looks like on the front end. So just click update. View page in a new tab. And there we go. What I want to do next is I want to add some text below this image and above the category. Usually I like to add some text on the home page that explains a bit more what the website is about. So I'll go and do that now. It's up to you if you want to do that as well. But let's go back to the back end, edit the page, and we'll add a block here. And this will be actually a heading block. You can add your text there. And I'm going to add another paragraph from the About Us copy. So let's copy this, the first paragraph, paste it here. I'll make this a line in the center. And I think let's see what it looks like on, let's see what it looks like now. I'll just click preview. Not too great. It's the same size as this heading, so I actually want to make it a bit smaller. Let's make this H4. Preview in a new tab. And yeah, this looks a lot better. But now there's another problem. There's this spacing here and the smaller spacing below this. Now I want to make this space the same as this, so let's see what we can do. I'll add another block. And let's see if there's a spacing block. Spacer, yes, there is. Settings, so you set the height in this block settings. I don't think 100 pixels is, I think 100 pixels is too much. So let's make that, see, about 30 pixels. Preview. Yeah, that looks about the same. Okay, I'm going to update just to save what I did. And refresh this page. Cool. Next, what I want to do is I want to arrange the products on the home page. So if you scroll down, you'll see different sections for products. You'll see new in, you'll see we recommend, we'll see fan favorites, on sale, bestsellers, and so on. So a lot of these products are repeated on the home page, and it actually doesn't really look that nice. So my plan for this is the first section will be on sale, and my second section will be new in. So let's see how we can do this. Let's go back to this page. And by the way, the shop by category, the categories, these ones are added as a shortcode. So let's say you have more than 3 categories. You can just edit the shortcode and make this. Let's say you have 4 categories. You can just make this numbers 4, save it, and then there will be 4 columns here. But okay, new in. This is one of the sections I want to keep. And by the way, these are all blocks. So this is a block. You'll see that this is the newest products block. These headings are also blocks. We recommend block is empty. Fan favorites, most liked. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of the other blocks except the ones that I want to keep. Remove block. Okay, on sale I want to keep. And also remove the headings. Okay, new in is there, on sale is there. So what I can do is I can just drag it on sale to the top. So you click on this little button to drag. On sale. And drop it. Okay. So let's preview this. Shop by category, on sale, and new in. All right, but new in, I've got 9 products here. So I just want to make it look a bit neater. So I think it'll look cool if we have 3 columns for these products. Let's go back to this new in section. on the right hand side, columns 4, let's make this 3. Preview now. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Yeah, let's go back and update this page. Everything is saved. Everything looks cool. So there are some customization options for these product blocks. If the block is selected in the product tab, under content, you can select if you want to display the product title. I like the title or the product price. So there's a few different things that you can do to customize this also. But just to show you how to add a product block as well. So you can just click on this plus if you want to add a product block. You can click browse all, and then under WooCommerce, I think. Yes, under WooCommerce, you have best-selling products. So the system automatically generates this best-selling products. Newest products, it detects which products were added last, products on sale, products by category. So to add it yourself, you can just do it by going to these widgets, to these blocks under WooCommerce. So one last thing that I want to do on the home page is add a button that directs people to all the products. So let's say you have about 50 products or whatever amount of products. It only shows a few products on the home page. So you can have a button here that says view all products. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to get the link for the page that shows all the products. So if you click on the shop button, you can copy this link. Then go back to the home page, and here we'll search for buttons. In this button, we'll add the text, view all products. We'll add the link. Now we'll paste this link, this URL, and then to align the button in the center of the page, click over here. So this is the button, and this is the column of the button. So just click on this icon, justify items in the center, click preview, and there is the button. Let's click on it and see what happens. Okay, nothing's happening. Let's see why. This URL was not entered. Okay. Oh, I didn't click enter. So now it's added. Let's preview again. View products. If we click on this button, it takes us to the shop page that'll show all the products that you have. So that is our home page. Let's click update. View the page. And this is the home page. It's starting to look really cool. Next, we'll go through the whole site and see if there's any other changes we can make. So the website is coming along really nicely, and we're almost ready to make it live. But before we do that, I just want to browse through the site to check if there are any improvements that we can make or any final adjustments. One thing that I already know that we need to change is the sidebar. So if you scroll down on the home page, you will see this is a full width page. There's no sidebar. But if you click on any product or category page, you will see this thing on the right hand side. So this is a sidebar. It appears on all product pages and some other pages as well. And the sidebar contains widgets. And widgets are blocks of content that you can use to add onto sidebars or any other area that allows widgets. So this theme allows widgets in the sidebar, and it also has some widget areas in the footer. To replace the sidebar widgets, we need to edit or replace the widgets that are currently there. And the idea that I have is to add a cart widget that shows if you have something in your cart, a text widget for contact details, and then 3 image widgets for the 3 categories that I have. So to replace the widgets, let's go to Customize, and then we'll go to Widgets. So you see there's the different widget areas. We're going to be working on the sidebar widgets. And now you can see these are the widgets that are currently here. So let's go ahead and remove all of these. Right, so all widgets are gone and the page automatically went into a full width page. If you prefer to have no widgets for your product pages, then just leave this sidebar widget blank. But like I said, I want to add some widgets, so let's click Add Block. First one is Cart. So this is a really cool feature. You can hide it if the cart is empty, so then nothing will display. So I'll click Hide if cart is empty. The second one is the text widget, so we'll click Paragraph. And you'll notice a lot of these widgets work the same as blocks in the page editor, except these are widgets that goes onto the widget area. Now, for this section, I want to add our contact details. And we've got the contact details on the contact page, so I'm just going to copy that from the contact page. Copy. So this paste option isn't here, but I'm just going to click Control or Command V for paste. There we go. But one thing that I see is that it made it 3 different blocks, which means that it's 3 different text widgets. And the problem is that this spacing is too big. So I'm going to do that method with a Shift and Enter to see if that works. So I copied this. I'll press Shift and Enter, press Shift and Enter again, and paste that. So that space is a lot better. So I'm going to delete this one. Opening hours, do the same. Shift and Enter, and delete this one. All right, cool. Next, we'll add a one image block. Image. And what I want to add here is I'm just going to add the logo. Earlier I said I'm going to add 3 images, but I'm just going to add the logo just to show you how to add an image. Click Open Media Library, and this was a logo. This is the cropped logo. I'll use the cropped logo. There we go. So let's click Publish. Exit this thing. All right, so this is the sidebar now, but I actually forgot to add a title. So let's go back. Just click this plus. We'll use a heading. All right, let's keep it like that. Publish, exit. Okay, so that's it. So you'll notice that this cart widget is not showing, and that's because there's nothing in the cart at the moment. So let's go ahead and add a random product into the cart, see what it looks like. Just add this one, add a cart. So now you'll see this cart widget is there with all the rest of it below it. Now these widgets will display in all the sidebars on the site. So for example, if we go to the shop page, it'll be there. I'm just going to remove this for now. If we go to an individual product page, it's there. If we go to the Contact Us page, we'll see a problem because the contact details are there and also there. So for this page, let's go and remove this sidebar. So we'll just go to Edit Page. Under Template, the default template is selected, so the default template is the template with the sidebar. We'll select Full Width to make this page a full width page. Update, View Page, and now the sidebar is gone. But now I see that there's a big white space above this form, and the form actually looks a bit too wide now. So I want to move the form up into this white space next to the contact details. So I'll go to Edit Page. I'll click the plus and search for columns. I'll choose this one. Then I'll move the column up. Click Preview. Okay, so looking at this page, I still want to move the form up a bit more and move the text down a bit so that the form and the contact details are right next to each other. So what I'll do is I'll remove this heading and add a heading here above the text. Okay, that looks better. I'll save the page. And the page is saved. Now there are two other pages that I want to remove the sidebar from, and that is the checkout page and the cart page. So let's go to the cart page. I'm just going to add some random product to the cart. I'll view the cart. So I want to get rid of this. It's not needed on the cart page. So let's go Edit Page. Under Templates, select Full Width Update. View Page. Yeah, that looks a lot cleaner. And then proceed to checkout. Again, the sidebar is here, so I'm going to remove this from this page as well. All right, it also looks a lot cleaner. And remember, it's up to you what you want to put in the sidebar area. If you want a sidebar at all, you can add some beautiful designs with call to actions and add that as images. You can add links to your social media accounts. It's really up to you. So you can just play around with widgets and see what works for you. One other thing that I want to do is I want to remove this text in the footer that says built with Storefront and WooCommerce. It's text with a link. I just want to keep this. But this is not part of footer widgets, so there's no way to edit it. It's actually coded into the theme of the site. So one way we can remove it is to install a plugin designed specifically for removing this and making it your own. So let's go to Dashboard, Plugins, Add New, and we'll search for Storefront Footer Text. Storefront Footer Text. This is the plugin we want by WooAssist. We'll install and activate. Now if we go back to the home page and scroll down, we'll see that nothing is there. So to add your text there, just go to Customize, Footer, and now you'll see that this footer credit text is there. So I'm just going to paste what I copied there. And usually this wasn't here, so this plugin only added this box. So we'll click Publish, click Exit, scroll down, and that is there now. So a couple of last things that I want to do in terms of visuals for the site is change the buttons on the home page. So if I look at the home page, it looks a little bit bland, it looks a little bit boring. So let's change the colors of this button to the yellow of my logo, just to bring it all together. So let's go to Customize. And we can actually see the changes in real time. So let's go to Customize Buttons. This is the background color. You can change it how you want, different colors, but I know the color code of this yellow, and it's this. Okay, but I want this text white, so text color white. Cool, I think that looks cool. Let's publish, exit. Okay, it looks better. On the single product page, I think I'll leave this button the color it is, but I see that these links over here are purple, and that doesn't match the color of my website brand. So let's see how we can change that. So I'll go to Customize, then Typography, and over here we can see that the link color is purple. So let's change that. Okay. Now they're yellow. And one other thing that I noticed is if you go to click on reviews, you'll see this blue bar. And if you add something to cart, you'll also see this green bar. And these colors on these bars are not the same as the colors on my website. So I want to change that to the same color as this button. But there's a problem because there's no way in the customize tool or in the theme settings for us to change these bars. So I wrote a bit of CSS code that we can use, and we can just paste that code in the custom CSS section of the customize tool. So to get that, you can get that in the Google Drive link below this video, where I uploaded all the other files for this website. It's called the css.txt file. So if you open that, you just copy what's there, copy, go to customize, and then right at the bottom in additional CSS, you click there and then you paste it in this field. We'll paste that and click publish. Let's exit, I'll just refresh. Then if we check it out, yes, that's the color, add to cart, and that is the color. Earlier in this training, I said I'll show you how to disable reviews on the site if you don't want people to review your products. And it's pretty simple. Let's go to do that, let's go to the dashboard. We'll go to WooCommerce and settings. And then under products, scroll down, you'll see enable reviews. And to disable reviews, just untick this box. Then click Save Changes. Let's see now. And reviews is gone. A useful functionality that you can add to the site is the use of coupons, where you can create a coupon code for a certain discount and use it for promotions. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. And to create a coupon, go to WooCommerce and coupons. Then click on create your first coupon. So over here, this will be the coupon code that you will give your customer. I'll just call this test coupon. Here you can set your discount type. So you've got percentage discount, fixed cart discount, and fixed product discount. So I'm going to make this a percentage discount, and I'm going to give it, for example, 20% discount. You can also allow free shipping with a coupon. You'll just need to set a free shipping method. You can set a coupon expiry date. And you actually have a lot of control of this coupon. If you go to usage restriction, you can set the minimum and maximum spend where you want this coupon to apply. You can set for individual use only, so it can't be used in conjunction with other coupons. You can exclude sale items. You can set products that you only want this coupon to apply for, or exclude products. The same with categories. And you can also allow this coupon to work for certain people only by entering their email addresses. And then usage limits. You can set how many times this coupon can be used. You can set the usage limit per amount of items. And you can set the usage limit per user. For example, if you want someone to be able to use it unlimited times or only one time. So I'll publish this and let's go test it out. Just grab this coupon, copy that. Oh, we have some stuff in the cart. apply coupon, and then that makes it 20% off, which is $30 in this case. And there we go. So now we've checked all the pages, we've made all the small improvements we can make, and it's time to make the website live on the domain that you registered. But I just want to show you one cool thing about this Storefront theme is that everything you do on the site is responsive. So that means the website will work on any size device, whether it's a tablet or a phone or any size computer screen. And one quick way to check that is just to make the browser screen smaller. So if you hover to the side of the screen, you'll see it makes these little arrows. And if you drag it smaller, you'll see that the website adjusts its size accordingly. And this is basically your mobile size. You can check the menu, and everything still looks fine. Your cart, if you check out, everything will still look fine. So you don't have to worry about it being responsive or not. It's automatically responsive, so it'll work on any size device. In the beginning of this training, we registered our domain and we changed some A records in the domain to make it point to our server. So this process of changing the domain name settings and things like that usually takes about 24 to 48 hours to fully take effect, or to propagate, as they say. And it's been a couple of days now, so that process should have fully completed by now. So now it's time to link this domain to our website so that we don't have to use the temporary domain anymore. So this is the Cloudways dashboard, and from here, go to Applications. And this is your website application. Click on this, and then go to Domain Management. We'll enter the domain that we registered. You can enter with or without the www. I'll do it without. This is the one that I registered, influxnow.online, and then click Save Changes. All right, so once that's done, we need to install a security certificate. So go to SSL certificate on the left-hand side. Enter your email address that you used to sign up for your Cloudways account, your domain, and click Install Certificate. The SSL certificate is now installed, and this window will pop up, so you can just click Enable HTTPS. So now that all of that is done, our website should be live on the domain. So let's go open a new tab and type in the domain of our website. And there we go. It's no longer the temporary domain, so this website is now 100% live on our actual domain. So let's just check. So there it is. And there it is. Congratulations, you've just completed building your very own e-commerce store. So before you can go and share this link all over the internet, we first need to test if everything works on the site. So we need to test the contact form, and we need to do a test order. So let's do a contact form test first. So let's go to Contact Us. Send the test message. Now I'm in my email inbox, and now I'll wait. It shouldn't take longer than a couple of minutes for the email to arrive. Okay, so it's been a while. I didn't get the email notification from the contact form on my website, and I've done some more tests and it's not coming through. So if your email notification came through, then great, your contact form is working 100%. But sometimes with new WordPress websites, email notifications don't get delivered. So in this case, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the email address we are using as the sender email is the same as our domain. For example, my site's domain is influxnow.online, so using an email address like info at influxnow.online to send emails will work. So you need to create an email address related to your domain name. You can do that through your hosting company, but if you followed along with me and you got your domain from ionos.com, then I'll show you how to create your own email address now. So in a new tab, go to ionos.com. Then sign in. From your dashboard, go to Manage Domain. And here where it says email addresses, click Create. In this option, click Create. And then your email address, you'll see you'll be able to make one with the domain. So I'm going to name this info. You can name it your first name or whatever you want. And this password, you can make your own password. Then click Save. So your new email address is now created. You can log in by going to this button, or you can click here and follow these steps to set it up with your computer or your smartphone. I'm going to log in here. Click this button. So this is where we log into the email account we just created. So use the details from the previous steps to log in. Just enter your name and click Save. So this is your new email account. This is where all your contact form inquiries and your order notifications will be sent to. So you can use this email address, or you can set up an email forwarder to your original email address. So now that we have this email account set up, let's go back to our website and install a special plugin. Go to Plugins, click Add New, and then look for this plugin, Change Admin Email. It's this one, so we'll install it now, and then click Activate. So now that we have the email address set up with a domain name, we need to set up the From email in our website. So we'll do that first by going to Settings and General. And then here where it says Administration Email Address, enter your new email address. Okay, then click Save Changes. Next, we go to WP Forms, All Forms. Under our website contact form, click Edit. Then go to Settings, Notifications, and Send to Email Address. Make this your new email address, but also make this From email address the new one as well. Click Save, then Exit. And lastly, we'll go to WooCommerce and Settings. We'll go to Emails, scroll down, and then From email address, we'll replace this one as well. Then click Save. And then let's try the contact form test again. Send. And now let's check our email account. Okay, you can refresh by clicking this button. Okay, there's nothing there, but I see something in the spam. And here is your email inquiry. So this is what inquiries will look like when someone completes this form. You'll get this email with their details. Let's just mark it as not a spam. And now it's in your inbox. So this is where you'll get your contact form inquiries, but you'll also get your order email notifications. Okay, so now that we have the emails working, next I'm going to show you what happens when you get an order and what you need to do. So first I'm going to do a test order. Okay, so I did a few test orders, and the first thing that will happen when you get an order is that you'll get an order email notification. So if I go to my inbox, I'll see this message from the website. It'll have your website name with the title, new order, and the order number, and it'll give you all the details about the order, so what they ordered, how many, the billing address, and so on. Now, the client, the customer, will also get an email notification like this as well from your website, so they'll have your details. So if you go to the dashboard and we go to WooCommerce and orders, you'll see that the orders are listed here as well. So the green processing means payment has been received, but it's processing for fulfillment. So once you've packaged the order and shipped the order, then you can come into this page and you can move it from processing to completed. Then click update. And now when you go to orders, this order will be completed. So just to go back into this order, you can basically, to check the order, you can just click on the order name, and here it'll give the same details. It'll give the date, the order status that we just changed, your billing, the customer billing information, the customer shipping information. It'll show what they ordered, and there's a button. If they ever request a refund, you can refund through this button, and it'll automatically be done through PayPal or your payment gateway, and that is it. So if we go back to orders, you'll see that there's another one that says payment pending, and this just means that the customer went through the checkout process, they landed on the payment page, the PayPal page, but they never made the payment. Then you get this status. You can also view your customer profiles. You can view your reports, your sales reports. So it'll show this. You can filter it different days, different months. You can view sales by product, sales by category, and so on. So that's basically all there is to know about managing products. It's pretty straightforward. And just know that you'll get an order notification when you get an order. Congratulations, your website is now ready to be shared online, and you've just saved thousands of dollars by building it yourself with this challenge. So if you completed this video, comment the word done below and let us know if you have any questions. And also please feel free to show us how your online store came out in our private Facebook group. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And I'm going to be making some more videos on how to improve this site and add some useful features. So subscribe if you want to see that. And if you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and see you next time.